On White Hart Lane at the moment. If you're just joining us, the match between Tottenham and Bolton called off just before half-time. Fabrice Muamba collapsing on the pitch. We understand he's been taken to hospital.
On August 15, 2012, he announced to everyone that, unfortunately, because of medical reasons, you've got to stop playing football.
I'm an older brother of 5.
Yeah.
My parent lives in Wolfenstone, my dad and my stepmom.
Yeah.
My mum lives in Congo, but she comes whenever she wants, which has never been a problem to me anyway.
Yeah.
I started football, obviously when you were a kid you play football, but I never took it very, very serious.
No boots.
You know. And when I moved to England, for me, my dad was more of a, want you to study and try to...
Typical.
You know how his parents want you to study.
Yeah.
But what helped me at school as well is that my Uncle Paul, who lives in Wolfenstone as well, he's a university teacher.
Okay.
So I'll go to Uncle Paul's house every Sunday.
Yeah.
I'll spend about 5-6 hours doing maths. So that's where I really got my work ethic from like just make sure everything done and making sure that my knowledge is correct. They always said if you don't play football, if something happen, then you have something else to rely on.
Yeah.
Arsenal wise, when I got from football, I literally went. I never got scouted.
Do you know what? That's an interesting one because that was then, because I don't see that happening today. And it shows the bravery in the man that you are.
I mean, with me, my best mate, Rashid, is from Sierra Leone.
Okay.
So Rash, when he went same school as me, Rash moved to school, he couldn't understand English. At that time, I was more fluent, so I knew who's who and who can be friend with to get about in school. Yeah. So I said to, he said to me, I said, Fab, if you can help me with my education and stuff like that,
I'll help you.
I will try to get you into Arsenal. I was like, are you sure? I said, yeah, don't worry. So, we arranged for me and him to go to training ground for the first time, over there. I was so keen, just got myself ready, made my way to the training ground. Then he wasn't there. So that was I went to the coach and said, oh, Rashid told me to come in and ask me if I can play with you lot. They're like, what? He said, no, Rush told me if I come in, I'll play with you lot. Yeah. Somehow they said yes to me. Like RWC, you can, said, did you bring your stuff with you? I said, I just brought my training kit and then my own boots. At that time, I never had no Nike boots. My first boot was Fila. first boot. It was Fila. That boat for me that was like.
Because Nike, we just got to clarify, because Nike and all of that stuff is luxury. It's luxury to growing up in an African home, having Nike.
It was just Fila. That's my first boot I had, and we used to go in the academy to see all these boys with dressing up the same, everybody wear Nike boots, and here's me, the odd one with Fila, with mismatched kits. So I was like, oh boy. Then I have to, for me it was like a motivation where I want to be part of them, because I feel like I was always the outside, and I have to try to prove myself to fit in, or try to impress the coach so that to me to stay longer with them, all that kind of stuff. And I work extremely hard to, first of all, to get a trial, because even though I came back there, I wasn't given a 6-week trial anyway.
So how did that work out? Because you trained with them once,
and then they said, "Oh, come back in again." So I started coming back with them. But even though when they were doing the drill, I was always been the last one.
Oh, okay. So
it's like they're like, you're there, so when we need you, come in. And it works out. I'm actually glad I went through that route because it made me the person I am today. Because you know, it kind of taught me, you know, you got to be very. If you want something, you got to work for it. You know, and I worked very, very hard, and I started to do extra training sessions. So I started to run. I'm not sure how well you know Wolfham's though.
Roughly. I'm from South London, so I don't really pay attention to what happens over there.
But I'm an Eastman anyway. Yeah, I, you know, on a Saturday morning I'll be up. I'll go for a run by myself. I'll put my trainers on. I'll go for a run for about a good 45 minutes. Yeah. I'll go do extra work by myself. All that kind of stuff, slowly. Yeah. And then out of the blue, I got accepted to stay in the academy. They've been given 6-week trial, and that 6 week, I was like, I need to put myself in that position where I don't want to leave this place. If I leave this place with my own fault, but I'm gonna give it every energy I've got just to stay there. And you know, it works out really well. After 6 weeks, I was back in there and start, you know, join the team. And they already had 18 boys. Yeah. I was the last one. Which is the set of the team that you should have. I was the last one to come in, number 19, and obviously to went and have a career. Out of the 19 then, right? Yeah. To this day, I'm the only one who's played. Wow. And who actually played in the Premier League and also like because a lot of people because a lot of people don't understand that just playing academy football doesn't end there, because a lot of people think, yeah, I'm 16, I'm playing academy football, I'm going to get to a certain age and then I'm guaranteed. You're not actually, so that's from what you're saying, you're telling me that you're not guaranteed that professional contract at the end of it, you know. You know, we have to understand in football, you know, or with footballers, we're like a fish in a supermarket. If nobody don't buy it today, tomorrow, I'm going to throw you, get another fresh one. Right. I like that. Because nobody, if you go to Tesco, they don't sell you fish. Yeah. That is 4 or 5 days old. So they'll throw you, they get another fresh one so the customer will to buy it. Yeah. It's similar to football, it's similar to any walk of life. You have to always keep on top of your game. Yeah. Always, because the way football is now, every team have scouts around the world. You like it or not, it's there. Got some sort of somebody is out there looking for new talents. You have to always keep on top of your game, keep on improving, keep working the game, and that way, even if it doesn't work for the bigger club, then down below somebody will take it in. I'm glad I went to Arsenal because it was a very good academy. Yeah. Then I left Arsenal. I went to Birmingham. Yeah. And at Birmingham I played, you know, just when Birmingham got relegated, I moved in there and I was like the least paid player in the team. Wow. The least experienced player in the team, and I just went from Arsenal reserve to Birmingham first team to go on loan. I didn't play first 4 games of the season. So I actually started to doubt myself. I was like, was there any point like me just coming here? I'd be happy, stay at Arsenal, playing the reserve. But then I was like, you know what, scratch it. I'm gonna get my head down and I'm gonna graft. I did extra training. Yeah. And I got given a chance to play. And from that moment, I never got out of the team till the end of the season until we got promoted. And when we got promoted, we got about 4 games left. And Steve Bruce said to me, Fabrice, you don't have to play. You can go back to London and come back in whenever you want, because the most important thing was for us to get promoted. Looking at where you're coming from Congo, you had practically nothing. Yeah. We're talking you from your feeder boots. Yeah. To now having Nike boots in abundance, or Adidas. I don't know what would you wear then, time Reebok. When I moved to Birmingham alone, the first company approached me was Umbro. It's like, we'll give you X amount of money for you to wear our boots. Yeah. I was like, if this is what you're saying to me, you wear Umbro. Like, wow. Yeah. I brought Umbro. We did some Adidas, me and Michael Owen, me and David James. Yeah. And so the way my contract worked out is like, if you play a certain amount of games, you get this amount of games. You get this amount of money from Umbro, because you always wear Umbro anyway. So you play a certain amount of games, you get this amount of money. And then when you move to the Premier League, you get this amount of money. And if you keep playing, so every single time there's always like there's progression there. Progression. Yeah. But to me, it wasn't about money then. But for me, I just wanted to play.
What, that year, 2012?
I mean, that year was first pre-season. I spent like 4 weeks in America just to get myself in.
Yeah.
Very good condition. I came back in, I was fit, and first game we played of the season was against QPR when QPR got promoted.
Yeah.
I covered 14 kilometers in 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Everything was going okay, and I was playing and in and out of the team as usual.
Yeah.
And then we got to a stage where I wasn't playing.
Yeah.
And a week before my accident, the manager told me that you'd be playing and stuff. I was like, yeah, it's cool. I get my head around it, prepare myself to the game. But one thing people don't understand is that my dad is prayed that.
Yeah. So praying.
And I mean crazy.
So as religion, would you say religion has played an important part in your life?
But even like when I was playing, so we used to like do a prayer video over the phone. Right. So I wake up it would say like, let's pray Tuesday night, at 3 o'clock in the morning. So I wake up at 3 o'clock, I'll call him. Yeah. I put my phone last week at airport. And
would you pray or falling asleep?
No, I'll pray because I know Wednesday. Yeah. Wednesday's my day off, so I'll pray on the night. Okay. And even say you feel like we're playing away. Yeah. Friday evening or I'll pray at 10 o'clock with him. And at 4 o'clock in the morning, I'll call him, we'll pray again. And then at 12 before I left this hotel to go to this game, we'll pray again. Wow. And I think, as not many people might know me, I'm a joker, I'm a joke this guy, whatever.
I've got good sense of humor, I thought it was funny.
But when you come to prayer, best believe you me. Yeah. If you hear me pray, you think Fabrice should open the church. Even Shona sometimes say, Fabrice, you know what? If you open the church, we'll make money in it.
Yeah. It seems like the way forward. I mean, my dad's a minister, and it seems like the way forward these days. Not to say that he's a minister and a doctor, but yeah, go on.
So we, I even the day before my accident, because when we play away, or when we were playing away, say we're playing a team in London, we usually take a train, Stockport, which is about 10-15 minutes from here. Or me up there, take a train and head down to London. So I drove back here to get some food from Shona and she drove me.
We'll talk about that later as well because I know your woman is,
So she drove me to the train station so that we can meet up with the boys, and go to London. We met up with the boys, have a talk, banter as usual. Got on a train, head down to London, and me and my dad pray in the evening and in the morning. Make our way to the stadium. There was no sign or symptom that I'm have.
So you were, at this time you're feeling okay. You use yourself. There's
nothing. So the game started. I missed a very good opportunity to score, and just past the half full and on the right hand side of the pitch, I felt so much. I felt dizzy. So if I focus on something, I can see double there. And out of nowhere, I just went. Bangs. My first time I had it for the second time, and that's when I was literally like, I was gone. It happened on Saturday evening, and I didn't wake up the Monday morning. Oh. Yeah, Monday.
So morning. If we was to say, officially, you was a dead man, because if you're asleep, you sleep.
I mean, like obviously. I wasn't breathing to about after 80 minutes, that's when I started to breathe. But in terms of waking up to look around, I didn't because I was just heavily on drugs and everything, so I just fell asleep. And then obviously, my dad gathered his prayer warriors, come to the NHS, I tell you. Listen, the moment I woke up, they were praying. And then when I started to come around, and what was happening is that I had my own room. Then beside my room I had a waiting room that people can come in, wait, and then come in my room. Beside my room,
there's another.
Let me tell you. My dad's congregation were all there, and I can hear them. When I'm talking about I can hear everyone. And the doctor said to me, Mr. Muamba, can you tell your father to just
keep your down in there? Because I know, if anyone knows the scene, an African man pray, especially a Congolese man pray, it's not the quietest.
But they will come in, I'm not sure if you know, Pastor Nkosi. He'll come in and he'll pray and he'll pray and everything else. And he also prayed because my kidney wasn't working. And so I put on so much weight that because I was eating and nothing was coming out, I couldn't urinate for a month. Yeah. I didn't come any pay for my kidney, and then suddenly my kidney started to work, and I went to the toilet. It was what, 2 liters come at me a week, come at me one day. Wow. Yeah. But then
I can assure you, everyone was praying, because I remember even at church. I remember because it was something that just didn't hit the football club, the football world, but it hit the community, like the Congolese community. So I remember, my dad, just saying to the whole church, let's pray for this young man who's in hospital. And at that time, because it happened on Saturday and it hit the news, it was everywhere. Fabrice, it was everywhere. I don't know if you keep, archives or whatever, but it was everywhere. So I remember my dad saying, let's pray for Fabrice. And at that time, it feels like, even though you don't know, you know the person, we see you on TV, we see, it's Congolese guy, even though you snaked us and played for England, but it's alright, it's cool. But we felt like, you was doing the country proud. It's like, because, listen, let me tell you, I don't know any English guy or British guy called Muamba, seriously. We knew straight, Fabrice Muamba, this guy's Congolese. We don't have to Google it, he's Congolese, that's it, or he's got some Congolese relation. Anyway, I remember my dad saying, let's pray for this guy. And see the whole church praying. And it's good to see that a lot of men of God as well gathered to do this. But like I said, it must have been hard, man, for you to take that decision to.
Because if you look at it in hindsight, everything that it's two things. Yeah. Would you stop playing football, be alive, or would you be dead and there'll be even nobody?
No one.
So I was like,
we do remember you for dead.
I was like, what? I stopped playing. It was very difficult.
Yeah, I remember you when you went back, you cried.
Because I feel like this is like all the effort I've put it in, all the hard work, everything. It just gone through it. And I'm actually glad I stopped playing. Yeah, I'm glad because I feel like now when I watch it, I was thinking I don't wish it would be bitter at all. Yeah. No, not at all. Because for me, when I joined Arsenal, I was the least talented player.
So you feel like
for me to play and to leave, most kids in England want to be a footballer. Yeah. I leave daydream. Yeah. I leave most kids in England, 9 out of 10 if you see them, what do you want to do? I leave daydream with my little talent that I had.
I could play football,
with my little talent that I had, I made the most of it and I made a career. Yeah.
But you made it alive and praise God for that. But Fabrice, if we was to look at the positive side of that incident, how it's like you became, I'm sorry to say, and no offense, it's like you became even more popular after that event, and it opened so many doors for you.
As you said, I have the plug. I've got more plug now than I was when I was playing football. Yeah. I had phone call from Bex.
Yeah, use like David Beck.
Yeah, I had a voice message from the Pope.
Listen, what?
The Pope.
Rewind that again.
The Pope left a voice message on my phone. I said, we're praying for you and everything. I was like, wow, Pope called me, I went to the number 10 Downing Street 24 time.
Crazy.
Even before my accident, I was applying for my mum to come over.
Yeah. And then after that, it was
let me tell you how it happened, right? Yeah. After my accident, during my accident, the embassy asked me, they asked me, there's visa there, do you want anybody, not one person, anybody to come over, whenever you want, whatever. I said, I said, my mum. So my mum come to England
anyone, whenever she wants.
She doesn't have a normal visa.
She's got some
government visa.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's like, if you want to come, she can come, whatever. I mean, it just been, and also opened my eyes that football is not the end of it. Yeah. And obviously through my wife and she's more plugged than I am.
Is she?
Yeah.
What, in Congo now?
No, like in England now. In England now? Because I'm very I just start keeping myself to myself. Yeah. But she's out there socializing and everything. Yeah. And I mean, after my accident, the people that I am connected to, the people that we are connected to.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, crazy to the point where sometimes I think, when we're around them, don't get me wrong, I've done well with everything else. We look
you look like you've underachieved. What your achievements look nothing.
Underachieved something in the world.
Well, you've got all the keys. You've got all the keys now.
But then what you have to understand is that yes, you've got the connection.
Yeah.
What do you want to do yourself as an individual?
That's.
What
Should I just go and we just film you? Because it's like you're doing my job for me.
Then I've tried so many stuff.
Yeah.
You know, tried this and I like this is not me. I tried this. This is not me. I've tried this. This is not me. But I need to fulfill my time with something. I need to, you know, do something with my hours. And I got my degree with sport journalism.
Congrats on that. And you did do some. You went on ITV.
The ITV stuff, the ITV gig was great.
Yeah. But did you feel it was ready? You feel it was the right time?
To me, it was what it
is. It was what it is. You just took it.
Even when I did the preparation for it.
Yeah. Oh, you guys do rehearsals on it?
Yeah, you obviously they send you the team, the players, and the fixture, past fixture, where they are and stuff like that. And even that was like, but one thing I do now.
Yeah.
I have two stuff I do at the moment.
You're training for your.
I do my A license.
How's that going?
It's going really well.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. I've got my first assessment in a month's time.
Yeah, good luck.
So which I'm looking forward to. And I also work for the PFA, which is the government football.
Right.
And everybody who's playing in England is linked to the PFA.
Yeah.
Anybody. So we fund players who want to go to coaching.
Yeah.
A player who played 20 years ago needs surgery, will fund them.
Right. So it's quite a nice setup.
And everybody works there at ex-players.
Yeah.
Everybody works at ex-players and
connected, man. Well connected, which makes us proud to have, to have you up there. Regardless, I'm just, and this is one of the reasons why I felt like we needed to get you to share your story, because. How did it feel? Like you said, you had to find out what is it that worked for you, and then you bounced back from the injury. You just didn't say, okay, this is what happened to me. I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna get fat. I'm gonna eat burgers, and I'm just gonna get on with life. But you bounced back. You went to uni. You did the 3 years. You got your BA.
I did 2 years, not 3.
Is it 2 years you did? Sorry, take minus 10 points on my research skills there. So you did your 2 years, whatnot. Got your degree in journalism. You to perfect that skill, that passion. It's like you was always trying knocking on these doors.
Shona said we got a degree.
Oh,
we got a degree.
You guys just teamwork.
She did some of my dissertation. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like when it comes to the practical side of it, I would do the one thing. But the written side of it was like, listen.
I need you to step in.
I know you're on point. Let's just work.
You know what? Let's talk about you. With all due respect, that remarkable woman. I was hoping she'd be here, but unfortunately she had to step out. What a remarkable woman, man. Seriously, she's seen you through your tracksuit, your Nike tracksuits, your Adidas tracksuits, to now I'm not gonna name it, to now the designer and expensive stuff. And
FM.
Is it FM?
Yeah, Fabrice Muamba.
To now the FM Marcus. So she went from Marcus to Fabrice Muamba, and remarkable woman she is. She was there. Seeing you with your bootcut jeans to now the fitted jeans. She's seen you grow, man, and she's still here now.
Shona is like, I don't know, man. She is. It's more like I'm blessed to have her. Whatever I'm blessed to have her because she's a good woman.
Let's talk about it, because now you're doing your thing. You're the plug, and I would want you to. I'm not sure you're probably doing it already. I would want you to, because there are a lot of young guys, who are just looking for that one shot. But I don't often see a lot of ex-players giving the younger. When I'm talking young, and I'm talking 16 years and under. I don't see a lot of Congolese or African players giving these youngers an opportunity or helping them open doors, or helping to open doors for them. It would be nice to have you guys, not just you yourself, because only one man. It's not a one-man job. You're not the only person that played at that level, but just. Is there any projects that you're working on in the future to help these players come up?
I'm currently doing my A license at the moment, and there's a Congolese boy in my team that I teach.
Yeah.
He's a very, very good player.
Yeah.
You know. But what I see nowadays is that there's a lot of distraction now than it was 5, 6, 7 years ago. There's not just in Congo, but in a community period.
So, yeah.
And guys are very, especially young players, I find it very difficult to focus because there is social media, there is pressure from parents, but not all, and also most footballers I come from, you know, not the best background.
Yeah.
So as a young player, you already have a pressure from
the parents and the community and
the community, and then even when you make it, is the pressure is to provide for the whole family. Almost everybody's problem is in your head. To provide for everybody.
Yeah. So what advice would you give?
It's almost like you've got to be very single-minded.
Yeah.
You know, you might not please everybody.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna sacrifice now, so later on in life.
Yeah.
That I can afford to buy mama house. Not because I start earning money now, which means I have to go buy it. No, you can't do that.
Concentrate now.
You have to concentrate on make sure you're having a very good career.
Yeah.
And when you, obviously with football, if you're good enough, you get paid. Like, that's regardless at any level.
Yeah.
Then you get to a stage where when you start earning decent amount of money, you've got to be wise. Don't try to keep up with the Johns. You know, don't try to feel like you have to have the latest.
Yeah.
Because we all live in Europe. Yeah. Every month something new come out.
Yeah, definitely.
Every 3 or 4 months.
And that's a mistake that a lot of people are making, because you read stories like a lot of young people retire, you know, and then next thing you hear
you can't tell me if you play in England at any level, or say from Championship or from League 2, and you play in England for 7, 8 years, and when you finish playing, you've got nothing to show for. That's for me. It's your own fault. Yeah. There can't be anybody else's fault. That is your own. You got yourself to blame. Yeah. You know, and you have to be wise with your money. You know, and I say don't try to keep up with the Jones. Oh, you have to have the latest. You have to have the latest watch or the latest car. It doesn't happen. You can go to Vista Village, and get some good stuff. That's it. I used to go to Vista Village to get some my trousers, my shirt. To me, it's no problem. You wouldn't know unless I told you. Yeah. But in your head, you feel like, oh, no. Unless I told you.
You still done that, and you still managed to, you know, enjoy. You still managed to live life and enjoy the.
So you got to have good people around you. You got to have people who are not afraid to tell you, listen, Fab, you know, you don't need to do this, man. Put this aside, and you know, there will be a day where you need it. You know what I mean? And then. And the most important thing is you got to enjoy football. Yeah. Right? It's the best sport in the world. Yeah. Best sport. Best sport in the world. Best job in the world. Yeah. I think best.
I'm doing the wrong job, man.
Nah, listen. Everybody's about those who are playing is arguably the best job in the world. Seriously, because you know from 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock. Yeah. Your adrenaline is all over the place. And especially if you win, you don't get to bed till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning because you keep thinking about the game and everything else, you know, and it's not your fault.
So obviously, like you said, so hopefully we'll be expecting some new projects coming up, so where you can help these youngers.
Of course, I said
because sometimes you know you're the plug now. You got the keys, one of the guys with the keys. So hopefully you use one of the keys, you know what I mean, to open doors. But no pressure though, no pressure.
I can only do as much as I can.
No, definitely,
In the life,
definitely.
I can't say. I'll put you in, but I'll make you sign. I can put you in, but then the rest is down to you.
Oh, there's a saying, you can bring the, what is it? You can bring the horse to the water where you come in and drink. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I'm not sure how, I don't want to say that, not the Bible, but if you read the Bible, right, every miracle that's happened in the Bible, right, there's a human part, there's a God part. So you can't read the Bible, read and understand it. When the children of Israel was moved from
quick Bible studies for you guys
to the promised land, right?
Yeah.
When God asked them, pull something outside and I will deliver what? Bread for you. So what did they do? They did exactly what he told them to do. And then the next day was bread, right?
When Moses was about to cross this Red Sea, he told, "Strike the thing in the water." What's gonna happen? So which the human part is for you to strike. You've got a stick. You have to strike. You can't let God come down and say, "Listen, here's the thing. You strike it, and then I'll do the same thing."
Yeah, so you got to put in the work, and hopefully no pressure, Fab, but hopefully it'll be nice. Fabrice, now we moved on forward. Now, obviously, you're now retired.
Yeah.
You was one of the few Congolese players back then who were sort of representing. But even though, you tried to keep the Congolese side of things quiet, but we were proud of you anyway. But now we're looking at the Premiership. We got quite a few Congolese players playing in there now.
Yeah.
And then the national team is now coming up, and hopefully we'll make it to the World Cup.
Yeah.
You know, look in the Championship, I can name about 5 now that I know on top of my head. I'm sure there's more. What are your impressions on that? You know, how football has evolved now, how the country of your origin is moving forward, you know, in regards to football. You know, because we're looking at the likes, so in the Premiership, we're looking at the likes of Yannick Bolasie, we got Bokani, we've got Lukaku as well, even though he represents Belgium, but there's so many Congolese players. You've got championships, you've got Kebano, we've got Magoma, we've got so many just representing. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, for me, it's good to see all those guys playing.
Yeah.
I don't have any people have to understand. I don't have no jealousy towards anybody who's played football. Trust me. I'm happy that, especially Yannick, believe in me, you know, when you read about his story, how far he has to go, and then to get himself an unbelievable deal to move to Everton, to play, to become a regular, to become not just a regular but a threat in the Premier League. You know, it's not a big thing. It's good to see guys like that always. Those can inspire the guys who want to come in. You know, a couple of months ago I went to watch Congo under 16 playing England under 16 at St George. For me, I couldn't believe the progression that we've come through. And hopefully, I pray to God that we get back in the World Cup, because that would be one hell of an achievement after everything that's happened. And also remember, we were the first black country to play in the World Cup. So many years ago.
It'd be nice to recreate that.
To go back there and to be said, you know, to see, regardless if I'm involved or not in the federation, just to see guys to represent Congo in that level, that stage in the football world, would be.
It would be nice though. I think it would be nice to have you giving sharing your experiences and your knowledge, helping the guys back home. Because you know. You've got so much knowledge. Like I'm sitting there and I'm feeling inspired. It'd be nice to have you, because you've been there. You was there when before Premiership became all about the money and you was there. So the knowledge that you've got and you can pass down to the younger lot. It'll be.
No, listen. The person who really pushed me in terms of increase my knowledge on football was Claude.
Yeah. Claude Leroy.
No, Claude Makelele.
Makelele. Yeah.
So Claude will call me and say, Fabrice, you know, I can see you have knowledge of football, but you have to expand on it. You know, and I'm glad that they did not just talk about football. I studied the game. I know how the game's been played. And somebody like Claude would be an amazing addition to have in the Congo back. I mean, an amazing. You know, you can even.
He's doing things with France. You know,
you can even split it up into 3 different or 4 categories. You have one ex-players who's working with the goalkeeper. You have one ex-player who's working with the defenders. You have one ex-player who's working with the strikers and midfielder. That way, we're all speaking the same language. Everybody working the same thing. And that way, when the coach or the manager himself gave the team coach, that's for me, I think. Would have been
moving forward. That's what
would have been great.
And hopefully, like you know, that's what we would want, because we got so much. I'd want you to get involved, you know,
because when I was in the national team in England, when we travel, there's always ex-player involved. So there's always somebody who's working with different players, different groups, and that way, everybody's reaping the benefit of having a top class player teaching them.
They are ex-players, but we're talking on those who played on the top level.
Oh there is a lot of ex-players. There is a lot of ex-players in Congo.
Like guys, come out, you know, let's link up and do this thing, you know, like, because it's. I feel like it's. Just look at us. I don't want us to just come out just as we're going to the World Cup. If we can come out now and then do the groundwork and help the guys, you know, move forward. So also
the World Cup, it's a lot of preparation.
Yeah.
And then we are probably the most richest country in the world. If the government say we'll put this amount of money to the side to make sure that Congo has the best preparation and go to the World Cup in the best condition, best shape as possible, so that everybody can enjoy it. Or because one thing always worried is about the wages. All this strike about we're not gonna pay because of no. If you can get that part sorted out before you select the final squad and before people step on the plane, you get this is what everybody will be getting. This is what this person will be getting. If we reach a certain stage of the tournament, this is what you'll be getting.
So we need to throw in some kind of organisation there and make sure it works. You know what I mean? But
and the person that looking after money, it can't be a complete person. It has to be somebody else in the middle. I'm dead serious, because otherwise it'll be like, oh, the person I'm some more. This is what this person is involved in the money. He's got no connection, no blood towards anything. He's purely just work for the country. That way that there is no affiliation. Said, if it moves with them, no.
Oh,
this is it, and this is it, and that way people move forward.